Hey guys, and welcome to SiteWink. SiteWink is the ultimate PBN and website monitoring tool. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the platform, what it offers, and you'll get a good glimpse of what exactly SiteWink is. So SiteWink is used to monitor websites. What I currently have right now, I have about 400 to 500 PBNs, and it was becoming a huge headache to monitor and watch them all, and to see if they go down, if they get de-indexed, stuff like that. This is the problems that SiteWink is looking to solve. So you can monitor up to hundreds of sites, if not thousands. Currently, I'm actually monitoring about 4,000 different sites, various niches, various money sites, PBNs, just to see how things are and keep track of a massive network of PBNs. One-click login, so it's very easy to log into your WordPress. You enter your credentials and automatically go to wp-admin with your credentials pre-filled. And lastly, it's highly secure. There's no footprints. Well, the only footprint is index check, possibly index check, and you can disable that fully if you're paranoid. I'm not really that paranoid that much, so I actually keep that on. The best part about SiteWink is that you get 10 domains for free immediately. You can just start check out all the features. It's not limited features. You can just go in there, add your domains, and just play around with it. So this is currently what SiteWink looks like. These are just some of the stats. So let's go over the features of SiteWink. The best and one of the most useful features, I think, is the historic, majestic, and Moz metrics. Now, what's cool about this is when you add a domain, it automatically pulls the highest stats. You know how you type in Majestic, the www, not www, HTTP? Well, it tries all four variations and pulls the highest one. So what this does is you can watch the historic trust flow DAPA of the site. So what happened? This is very useful for your PBN. So one of my PBNs went from 25 trust flow to 8. Should I host that? I saw that happen. Should I host that domain anymore? No, I canceled the hosting. I don't want to re-register the domain. Also, you can watch your competitors. See your competitor's site, move up from 10 in the SERPs to 4, and you see them have an increase of trust flow from 25 to 35. And you can go back and look how many PBN links they added and what PBNs and stuff like that. And I track my own money sites to see how they move too. So you keep track of IPs. How many times have I hosted, two sites on the same C-class IP by accident? Quite a few. Pretty dumb sometimes. So this thing, website check. So this is very useful for if you use cheap hosting, for web hosting talk, dollar monthly hosting, shared hosts. The hosts that go down constantly, that have uptime of 10%. That when you try to log in WP admin, it says bandwidth exceeded, and you contact them, then they ban your account. So this just checks every, I think, 6 hours if your website is up and resolving, 6 or 8 hours. Lastly, it checks the index. So it checks if your site is indexed, if you got de-indexed. I know Google was recently hitting the SEO host and did massive de-indexing. But what is one thing that is often overlooked is checking to see if your site got injected. I just noticed actually yesterday that one of my sites, that typically has 50 pages, was injected with 13,000 pages of pure spam content. I would not have noticed if that was there, and then I had to, delete the database, delete the WordPress, and rebuild the whole site. So what we really focus on is security and footprints. There's no footprints except the index check, which you can disable. Everything's highly encrypted. I can't see your domains. The only possible footprint is if you use Google Chrome, which is we don't recommend. Just use Firefox. WordPress login, track your competitors, and the most requested feature is categorization. And we can go through the product demo in a moment here, and you'll see how categorizations work. You can break up your domains into different categories, and you just click on and get a quick overview of them. What is also coming to SiteWink, and now it's already out, is premium content. So in this first piece of content I built, that I personally wrote, is an advanced guide to PBN hosting. Now what this doesn't cover is SEO hosting, web hosting talk, or anything that's on BHW, Wickedfire. What I cover is the elite host, how to get 30 to 50 dedicated IPs for $3 a piece per month. What is really interesting about how I host my PBNs is that on these elite hosts, I haven't had a single one de-indexed yet. Not a single one. But on the cheap hosts, SEO hosts, I get them de-indexed all the time. I don't know if that's a coincidence, what's going on, but there's a connection definitely there somewhere. These are FAQs, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're also offering a brand new affiliate program. What's really awesome about the affiliate program is that it's 35% commission for life. And we'll talk about that a little later. So when you log in, this is what the interface looks like. You can just click on PageRank index pages status, and it automatically sorts it. Moz DAPA. What's cool is the screenshots. These are updated, I think, every 6 to 8 hours, and you can see if your site gets defaced. So if I have a site that looks mostly white, like BBC UK, I can quickly see it and it turns black. This happens all the time. I go to my site, it's got some weird music playing, it's like, hacked by some group. Oh man, it happens all the time. So this is just a great way to monitor your site, your main dashboard. So to add a site, you just type it in here. Let me just refresh the page. So you just type it in here. So you type in google.com, it grabs it, it checks the resolves, and here this is where it checks all of the metrics. So it grabs the highest trust flow, grabs the highest DAPA if there's a version of that. It checks all 4 versions of them, and then you can add the assigned categories or import them all. So what happens is after you assign the categories, they come up here. You can add a different category, you can assign them up here, and they'll just come across here. And what's best about it is if you break down your PBN, let's say you have multiple networks for multiple niches, you just one click and you can view the whole network. So I added a few sites to this PBN 1. You click on it, boom, it's there already. You click reset, get everything back instantly. It's super fast. So this is just an overview of what SiteWink is. I think it's a great tool. It saves me a ton of time every week. I don't have to do index checks. I hate index checks. A great way for me to track trust flow, just to get a really top level view of my sites, of my PBNs, and how they're, what's going on with them. It just saves me so much time. About the affiliate program. So the affiliate program is 35% recurring for life. It is done through Lead Dino, so we can't scrape anything off. It's fully tracked. It's actually integrated into Stripe. We actually don't do anything. It's fully integrated. We can't really control anything. It's just done through their platform. If you have any questions, please contact support@sitewink.com. There's gonna be there's quite a few features on the drawing board, but it's taken a while because we just moved everything from the old PHP base platform to this language, which is it's built on Angular. It's much faster, much robust. We can add a lot more things to it. It's so much better, and the database is no longer bottlenecking. There's a whole bunch of technical stuff behind it. But yeah, if you have any questions, just support@SiteWink. I'll respond as soon as possible.